Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I thought I would continue the replica handbag series that I have just started, and this one is a funny story. This was my first ever replica handbag purchase without knowing it was a replica. It took me a good number of years to work out that this wasn't real. It was that good. I bought this, I must have been, pardon me, I must have been 16 or 17, maybe 18, I cannot remember. It is a very old bag, and, pardon me, sorry, I'm coming down, or I'm just getting over a cold. I had to take yesterday off work and I was back in today because I thought if I don't go in and get all my work sorted, I won't be able to enjoy my weekend, so I kind of suffered today. So I look awful. So please excuse the state of my face right now. And the sun has gone down, so I have to use a lamp. So sorry for the harsh light, but for me to show you the bag, you won't be able to see it. So please excuse my face. Sorry, to get back. I have had this for so long. This was my first ever replica handbag purchase without knowing for a good number of years that this was not the original. This was a replica. And maybe I should just show it to you. And, you know, I'll come clean. I'll always come clean with my replica handbag purchases. So I bought this off eBay 10 plus years ago, and for a good number of years I thought this was real. So it was around the time of Jessica Simpson, Nick Lachey. They had a reality show called Newlyweds, and this is how I fell in love with Louis Vuitton. The first time I ever heard of Louis Vuitton was when Jessica had her Multicolour Speedy 30 in the Blanc, and I was obsessed with that bag. I went on eBay, and the prices, I think around the time that I was really interested in it, it was £990. By today's standards, that's cheap when it comes to Louis Vuitton. I was not long out of university, and I had my first full-time job, which was, I think I was paid £11,000 a year. It was that crap. So, and I worked in a really stressful job. So I did not have the money to pay for it, but I went on eBay and I bought this, and for years and years I thought this was real. I paid maybe £290 for this. Thought I'd, got the steal of a lifetime. But you know what? All these years later, I'm still rocking it, I'm still using it, and it is doing very well. So I will just show it to you. It's a bit of a funny story. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's real or whatever, but I'll show it to you and give you guys a good story. So this was the dust bag it came in, and if I was a Louis Vuitton, expert, I would have known even by the dust bag that this wasn't real, because of course Louis Vuitton is in a lovely brown colour, and the dust bag would be bigger. So this is the dust bag came in, and it's a bit squished right now, so I'll try and plump it up. And this was the Louis Vuitton Multicolour Speedy. And I was absolutely thrilled when I got this bag. I would not use it for months after I bought it. When I did buy it, I was so scared to use it. And I still use this bag. I love this bag. But I will tell you how I worked out that this wasn't real. First off, I should have known the dust bag. One, not big enough. two, it is really good quality dust bag, you guys. It actually is not, it's not bad. But never known Louis Vuitton to have red writing before, but didn't faze me. It was absolutely gorgeous when I got it. It was flat packed, how they usually are. It had all the plastic coverings over the corners. And it's, you know, just looked beautiful. And it still does. I love this bag. I am not going to apologize for this bag. I love this bag. So the first time I remember comparing it, because I had only just started looking into Louis Vuitton, and I was on their website when this Speedy was still on the website, and I was comparing the photographs just to make sure, because I thought, oh my god, I have got the deal of a lifetime. I've saved £700, thinking I got the deal of a century. The one thing I realized was, if you look at this bit here, it just says Louis Vuitton. I noticed after months of checking the website again and again that the S-lock here should have Louis Vuitton and then Paris written underneath it. And I went, oh, that's a bit weird. Okay. And then as time went on and I looked into the fashion house more, my heart then went, oh, you haven't got a real multicolour Speedy. You have a fake. Oh, but you know, if something's too good to be true, you should realize it. But at the time, I thought, oh my god, I've got the deal of a century. I did realize that after a few years that the handles were not patina-ine, if that's even a word, I'm sure it's not. But the, you know, lovely light colour is supposed to patina and get a nice honey colour. And it was not doing that. It was just getting grubby. As you can see, it's grubby there when I've held it. But I'm going to tell you how I went from like having that initial disappointment to actually loving this bag. And I'll tell you why. So I realized it was fake. And I was like, oh well. Should have known. Price. Should have known. But so that was my first clue there. And then as I looked into the bag more, the lock on the side, as you can see, the keyhole here should be nice and deep, not sitting on the outside like that. It's really a deep lock, like you can not see the inside. But the big thing was, I learned with Louis Vuitton that the closures, the metal snaps there, should not be metal. They should have the little rubber ball on the end to, I'm sorry guys, my nose is going, it's so itchy right now. Apologies. That it should have a little rubber ball to avoid all the scrapes that you inevitably would get with metal on the side. And I, let me see, if I was 16 or 17 when I bought this is well over 10 years old, and you can see, look at all the scrapes over the years. It is ridiculous how many scrapes are on this. How there's any shine left at all, I will never know. So it is scraped. It is scraped to hell, but I got a fake. Aww. But, oh my god, even like, it is so scraped. Even the bottom here is scraped so bad. You can see. Oh. So that should have been my first clue. Never mind that it was missing Paris on the top. But anyway. It did come with the key, I think it's called the clochette. And it had one key on it, and it does say Louis Vuitton on it, but I should have known that, you know, the keyhole and, you know, missing the metal ball and everything, I should have known, but at the time I didn't know Louis Vuitton that well. So you can lock it. Funnily enough, you can use this to lock it. It does work. But you know, it's not the real deal. So, but guys, I have to say, I mean, look at it. This is over 10 years old, and I have used this quite a lot. And there are no tears on the canvas at all. At all. And I did not baby this bag. I used this to death. And I have seen some being sold on eBay, and there's like you know, indents and cuts on the canvas. Whatever canvas they use is absolutely amazing, because I have had no issues at all. And I know now from looking at the original that these symbols would start higher, the VLs would be a bit higher. You know, just little things that you learn over time when I was researching the bag. But, you know, for how long I've had it, I can't believe that it's in this good condition. You can see a little bit of red there from the lining here, just on the top here. And again, this metal, what are you going to call it? Snap, the metal snap here, again, does not have the rubber ball, but I hardly ever, no one uses this front pocket, so there's hardly any scrapes on the front there. It's actually really held up. So, over time, over years, I did notice this is not patina-ing. This is not going a nice honey color. You know, as you can see, still a light beige. There's the key clochette. I probably should have been able to tell from the writing that it wasn't real, but you know what, guys? I'm really impressed with this bag. Like, it's really held up. I mean, it's over 10 years old. The colors are pretty much, like, very similar, because I have, this is the funny thing, I have the real multicolor wallet that I showed you in my last video. And when I bought that wallet, I was convinced that I had the real bag. So I was buying the wallet to match my bag. So I bought the real wallet to match my fake bag. And it never occurred to me, you're paying more for the wallet than you are for the bag. Duh, I should have known then, if this was 200 odd and that you're paying £310 for the wallet. I was young and stupid. I was so stupid. But I love this bag. I just love it. I just think it's, for a replica, that's pretty darn good. I know from doing extensive research on it when I found out it was fake, I was like, I'm going to find everything out about this bag that I know that it's fake now. They never did orange. Like, this is a bright orange. They never did orange as one of the multicolor symbols, and this is like a really bright orange. They should have a light pink somewhere like the wallet. I'll show you the wallet. As I said in my last video that I had a red line along the top because of course. But I did hear though that the real Multicolour Speedies did leave colour transfer on the wallet, so you know it's the same. But on the real one you have like this light pink. The fleurs, there's some pink in the fleurs, and I just realized that the only pink fleurs were like kind of like a hot pink, and not this lovely like baby pink that you would get on the real one. So there and there. But you know, it's not too bad, you know? It makes me laugh now. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. You know, I still rock this bag. I love it. So, yeah, so there's no, you're not going to, with the metal, there's going to be scrapes on the hardware, but you know, who really does look at this side, to be honest, so. But the inside was pretty much, you know, like the original. So when I got it, I was, you know, I knew the, you know, the designs of the bag. I knew that the inside was supposed to be like a blood red, and it was. I mean, the inside is a lovely, like, cherry red. And I bought a base shaper. I've got a few replica Speedies, so I bought a base shaper off eBay. These are great. I seriously would recommend you buy one of these if you have a Speedy or a replica Speedy. These are really good. They keep the shape of the bag, and they're not that expensive. I think this one was about £15, and I use it in 3 of my Speedies, and it keeps that lovely, just fits perfectly, even in the replicas because they're the same dimensions. It keeps that lovely flat bottom. So it doesn't matter how much stuff you load into this, won't have that horrible sag. So, but I can't show this to you on camera, guys, because this is so old. But the inside pocket here, like the velvet, red velvet, and at one time it used to say Louis Vuitton Paris made in France. It is so worn now you cannot see it, so I knew that the original had a little slip pocket here and just the big middle compartment here. So when I bought this, funnily enough, I did notice after I bought it, because I was like so happy with my purchase and thought I had the real thing, and then a couple of weeks later the seller did not have an account on eBay and I still didn't work it out. But do you know what? I love this bag. I love the fact it is really durable. The canvas is just fantastic. It is so strong, and like I said, there's no like indents or cuts even along the zip. Like, it's absolutely in pristine condition. And I was on a trip to Dublin maybe a year ago, and we went into a store called Designer Exchange, and you can go in and, like, if you have, sorry, this is the purse organizer that I now use in my Speedies to make sure I don't get colour transfer on my wallet, like I told you in the last video. And they had the black, they had the multicolour noir Speedy 30, and I felt the canvas, and it was really rough. Like, it wasn't smooth, it was very, very rough. This is quite smooth, and it felt really, like, cheap. Like, you know, that if you did, like, whack it against something by accident or, you know, over time, this is why when people are selling them that you will see, like, cuts or tears along the zip compartment, or, you know, on the corners. As you can see, there's absolutely no cuts or tears or anything. I can't believe that a replica seems to be holding up better than the original ever would. So maybe it was a bit of a blessing in disguise. Like I said, I rocked this for many years thinking it was real. Thinking I had got the deal of a lifetime. But do you know what? For the scrapes on the hardware and all that sort of thing, I will rock this bag. I have no problem in rocking this bag. If anyone asks me if it's real, I'm just going to say no. No, it's not. Took me a good few years to work it out, but no, it's not. So there you go, guys. So this is what's funny. So when I got this, and then I went to Paris and bought the real wallet, thinking that, you know, parent and child, never knowing that this wasn't real. But I have to say, with the multicolour blanc, it is actually nice when the handles and the leather doesn't patina, because I think that when it goes like a dark honey patina, it doesn't look as nice. I like it when it's like light like that. So I know that the real ones as well, the VLs, aren't supposed to be covered by any hardware. That was another thing. Just little things I've learned over the years about this bag. But I love this bag, I rock this bag, and if anyone asks me, I will always be truthful. I'm never going to lie. So that is my only real Louis Vuitton purchase, which is my wallet, which you saw in my previous video. So it's funny that if I ever use this and this, that the real thing is in a replica bag. So that's funny. So there it is again, you guys. So, like I said, I use this. I love using this. This is my first ever kind of designer purchase that I did not know was fake, but it makes me laugh now. And I still rock this. I love the fact that it's held up so well after all these years. So, and then there's the real wallet beside the fake bag. So, bit of a funny story. I'll always tell people the truth. I will always say if it's real or not. We'll always tell the truth because it's funny. It's a nice little conversation starter. So, but I love this bag. It's great for summer, and you know, you'll never find a deal like that on eBay. I don't think. Again, God love that seller. I'm sure they were found out, but it took me a good long time to find out. There's like, oh, the inside of the handle. Look how dirty that is. Look how it's got used, and I still love using it. So, real wallet, fake bag. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a laugh watching this video. Like I said, I'm always truthful. I will always tell you the truth if it's real or fake. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a laugh. And any questions or comments, drop them down below and I will come back to you. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend and I will speak to you very, very soon. Thanks, guys. Mwah. Bye.